When it comes to our captain, the skipper is one boy that deserves everything that comes his way, because he's a true professional. The guy works very hard. He's very committed to the game. I don't know any life that Kekana lives except football. And it will be very sad of me if Hlompo does not get such recognition, because if you were to look at the goals that Hlompo has scored, goals that are of the same magnitude as the goal that has taken him to this Puskas award, I would really love Sundowns one day in The Sky is the Limit or in whatever show to just show the goals that Hlompo has scored over the years. The goals that he has scored when he was at Sundowns, the goals that he scored when he was at Celtics, the goals that he scored when he was at Supersport, because the guy has been scoring these goals every season. He's got that goal, and it never comes better than that. It always has to be a Hlompo Kekana goal, and it's a showstopper, and it's one of those goals that win you matches. So when he gets these recognitions, for me it feels very good, because it sends a very good message to everyone out there that if you are committed to the game, you give it the best that it's supposed to get, the game will also reward you. And I just wish Hlompo can win one of these awards, more especially the Puskas award, because it's not the first time he gets this nomination, and I just wish, because it will also speak volumes to the landscape of the South African game if he can get this award, because he deserves. He's been very instrumental for us. We've won so many trophies with that guy. I think more than 11 trophies that we have won with Hlompo. And he's a machine. He works very hard. Others are looking at him not playing at the moment. They are thinking that maybe he's reached his sell-by date, but we know what we are doing. We are trying to freshen him up, because we know at a certain point in the league is going to be very important for us. And when that time comes, he must be very fresh, because if you check, in the past few seasons, Hlompo has been playing almost all the matches. And at the moment, when you look at him in training, he's beginning to come back to the level that we all know. And one is just hopeful that come December, January, the skipper is as fresh as anyone would imagine. And from there, he will have to take over his leadership and lead the team forward. And we know, I have no doubt in my mind that he's got the capacity to take us to the next level, but we are managing it the right way. It may be shrewd from someone who's looking at it from outside, but rest assured, at the end of the day, everybody will celebrate what we are trying to do, because the boy is a hell of a good professional. No coach would say, I've got an issue with Hlompo. He works very hard. He gives himself to the game, and I'm more than optimistic that what we are trying to do has got more benefits to him than anybody else. And with regard to the nomination as amongst the top 20 influential players, I can agree. I have no doubt, because he's been a very influential player for this team. When the going gets tough, even now we are saying in the game against TTM, had he taken that chance, we could have won the match. But what puts the captain in that position? Because that position, you can only get into that position if you work very hard. It was from a pressing moment, and he pressed successfully, and we managed to get a chance. Unfortunately, on the day, he did not take it. But how many of those chances has he taken? How many times has he led us in the Champions League with his goals? I remember the goal that he scored in Tolisi in Congo Brazzaville. Nobody knows it because it was in a cabbage patch, but it was a top goal. He has scored so many important goals for us, and he's been a leader that has lifted so many trophies for the club. That is a legend, and somebody that deserves respect. We have to give him the respect that he deserves, but it's even more interesting and sweet when he gets this recognition from people from outside, because he is worthy of all these nominations and worthy of all these glorious moments that he's getting at the moment.